Stargate Hellraiser again, another 3.2 spoiler. And this is the main raid content. This is A5, the Fist of the Sun. Now to give you an idea of just how crazy this is, there's word in the community already that the savage mode of this fight has already been cleared. Now this video is going to kind of give you a bit of a guide. This is a mechanics dance. And as long as you keep your eye on the mechanics and the healers are on point, everybody's on point, but especially the healers, everything else is fine. Now, I screw up here. I basically say something about one of the mechanics you'll learn about. You'll see how it screws up later as it actually happens in the fight. But this is the first fight of Alexander 1. Or excuse me, Alexander Minus. This is A5. This is the Fist of the Sun, and that is Ratfink's Twinkleclinks. And here we go. Oh, first off, he grows into an absolute monster of a goblin, and well, this is the first 10% of the fight. In this boat, he hits like a truck. There is a dispute about something you'll see in a second, and it has to do with the second and further times he's big. This Nestla Diberini is in fact correct, and you'll see it in a second here, but this is basically the first part of the fight. It basically goes until a period of time has passed. He now becomes small. Now that thing just behind us, it's a 1500. Now first off, if you get a mark, that's where you stand when that thing goes off. It's where that glug gloop is. That is damage, and that is DOT. There's also a 1500 point DOT, and now here comes the first mechanic, the bombs. Somebody has to hit that middle part, even though it is in the 1500 points of damage, and knock the bomb into a far corner, because those bombs are in a... Now, shock therapy, that's a damage to everybody thing that I think, if I remember correctly, is actually... if somebody else hits a tether that is built to one person, that actually has to activate those two by basically walking into the 1500 point DOT. Now he's big again. Now watch what happens here, because this is the next part of it that gets really tricky. Boost. Now you have to hit that and go to the other side to become a bird. And everybody must become a bird here, because once he's fully boosted, boom, boom, the gob swings, and those will kill you over the course of time. There is a way to get rid of all those, but each one of those also gives you a stack of something regarding being turned all over the place, and that there are side effects as you get more stacks, but I'm not exactly clear on what they are. Now you get a couple of ads here to make it even a shade more difficult. These glassy-eyed cobras. The ads themselves really aren't a huge problem. It's just... it's kind of like the ninjas add to the difficulty, as it were. So it's like... I'm trying to get you distracted so that you die to say the boost. But now you go down again, and now of course you come mind fruit. And here comes the gobbledygook. Another ad, just to add more difficulty to something to occupy the off tank, or because I jump in there first, me. But oh well, that's what it is, you deal with it. Whoops, there's another one of those things, which is going to force. But now, bombs away, and here come the bombs again. So you have to turn that on and become a gorilla. There are now at least 2 of these bombs, if not 3. 2 in this case. Kaboom! If if enough of those go off too close, the party will wipe. So that does need to be dealt with. He's kind of the bomb mechanic from A2 that's brought back up here. Now the club loop is actually hit where it is by mistake, so to go to the other side. Oh, by the way, now we got 3 bombs to worry about. And this is where I screw up, because I thought in the past thing, I thought we ended up with a situation like that. And of course I take at least 2 of them, and so and 3 of us wipe. So the different corners thing doesn't work. We've got 2 DPS and the healer down. Very good job here on the other healer. Now one of the tanks go down, but the other healer's up. This begins to get a little crazy. See, I thought in my previous fail that you had to put all the bombs in the same corner, or in different corners, because if you put them all in the same corner, it increases the range of the thing. Now boost is up again, so everybody's got to run over because it's pounding time again. So I stay down for the balance of pounding time. There goes one of the healers who didn't get to be a bird. Now, of course, they're good, so I get up. Now we're in real trouble. Another gobbledygook. Yeah, we're in trouble now. We are in trouble. There is no getting away from this. We are in trouble. But look what happens here. Healer LB3 and everybody's raised. That healer LB3 wins us this fight. Yes, this is a clear. But we keep going. Here come the bombs again. Now that I've been properly straightened out, there are now only 2 bombs on the table. And of course, and shock therapy, we're 20% now, Kazurch. Healers were really on point here, getting shock therapy off pretty quickly. You know, getting that situation. There's another club loop, but that's right about where thing is. Now bombs away again, and now it's time for me to become the gorilla. I get to pick the corner this time because I take the one that's pretty close. Here comes the blow up, kabam. But that's okay. We have saved the rest of the party from getting killed. The rest of the party's done. The rest of the party's up. So this keeps going. Fights in our favor, down to the final 5 or so %. It really just is a mechanic stance. You just have to understand the AoEs. You have to understand what mode he's in and what he's about to do. You do that, it's actually a fairly easy fight. But again, this is not something that I think a lot of these face rollers are going to be able to do. It is, in fact, much harder than some of the others, and as he gets boost, the last little bit, and there's the end. And of course that drops 4 items for the thing. It's the same situation as the other. You get 20 esoterics and 10 lore, and you get 40 esoterics if a noob's in the party. But basically it's the same system as before. So there it is. That is an A5 clear for you, at least the final boss. I'm sure Mr. Happy will have a full thing. If he doesn't have it already, he will soon. So anyway, I'm going to get this up, and then we're going to do A6, which I also cleared. So Stargate Hellraiser, War 3-2 coming.